Norman to me was someone who always made me smile because I knew I could bring him a pumpkin treat or scratch him with the rake and he would have a really great day, and I always loved to make him happy.
Norman was the most intuitive animal that I've ever met. He knew exactly how you were feeling. He knew whenever somebody was scared of him, and admittedly sometimes he used that for his own amusement. His eyes were so expressive and you could have a conversation with him just looking at him.
Norman he was also, I think, at heart a comedian, and he knew it. We used to have standoffs all the time when I used to bring him over food, and he would literally have a standoff with the Kubota because he knew he could win. But what he didn't realize is that I had the food, and it was just a back and forth thing.
Norman to me was our old man cow. We made sure he got his very own special bucket of grain that had some medication in it that sometimes he was very sneaky and would avoid, just so you would give him more grain.
But he was so proud of himself whenever he would do something naughty, and you could see his chest puff up and his eyes twinkle with pride that he had just scared the wits out of somebody.
I loved Norman's strong personality. I liked that he was able to be himself.
He really showed the different personalities that a cow can have. Many cows love having people around, but he was very picky and choosy over who was around him.
He loved a good back rub, he loved a good massage. He would kind of seek you out and follow you for the back rubs, especially if you found the perfect spot on him, which kind of moved around but tended to be in between his shoulders. He loved that spot a lot and would stretch his neck out because it just felt so good.
The best days at work are the days that you would go home covered head to toe in Norman's hair, so you know that you were able to spend quality time with him.
When I would bring children's groups out, I would always talk about the friendship between Norman and Blue and how cows can form very special bonds with one another. Norman and Blue both came from different backgrounds. They're both very different cows, different kinds of cows, and their size was tremendously different as well. But they were still both very good friends and would spend a lot of time together.
He was special. I think the most special part of Norman is that he was the backbone of the herd of cows here. All of the other cows looked to him, and he was their leader, and he was so bonded to them and so protective, and it was beautiful to watch. I had to buy pumpkin seeds this weekend, and I stood in the middle of the nursery crying because we buy pumpkin seeds for Norman. We planted pumpkins for Norman. I miss Norman all the time. No matter what, just thinking of him.
Towards the end, he was just so full of love, and he enjoyed people being around him, and he enjoyed all the scratches that they had to give.
It was just really good to see him be so relaxed before he left, and I miss him every day.